Hello and welcome to some fresh beans. I'm Alex, this is Emma, and we are digital nomads travelling the world.
Today we are in our home country of England exploring the Peak District. Good morning, our beautiful little beans. Today we have moved to a different area of the Peak District called Edale, and yet again we are staying at the YHA here. As you can see behind me, it is situated right in the middle of all the nature. It's a fantastic place for going on walks. It's also an activity centre. The YHA is a charitable organisation that helps with education and accommodation for the youth across the UK, and this activity centre also offers those kids amazing outdoor activities to do, such as canoeing or rock climbing. Like with all the YHAs, it has fantastic facilities, self-catering kitchens, great cafe and restaurant area, and very comfortable accommodation.
The other day, while browsing the World Wide Web and pulling myself away from some delicious adult content, I found myself
pulling yourself away.
I don't even know what I'm going to say before I speak. It just comes out and makes me laugh. Let's try that again, shall we? When I was browsing the World Wide Web the other day, I came across this website called the BBC, and on there was an article saying Britain's best walk. Now, number one was this place here, Edale, starting from Edale. To be honest, that's the reason we're here. Never heard of it, but can't wait to explore it. Come on, guys. As we're walking along, we have to go on the road, and this is quite common in the countryside, especially if you're from America or maybe Australia, where you have these really big, wide roads. We don't have that. This road here is for two cars, and they'll come flying around this corner, and we don't want you guys to be squash beans.
Squash beans.
Like this car, a nice wide berth. If you're driving through our roads, we want wide berths.
The walk that we're going on today is the Mam Tor walk, and luckily the staff at the YHA have armed us with a trusty map. Some of these walks in the Peak District are not to be taken lightly. Alex and I are not familiar with orienteering or anything like that, so we haven't gone for anything too crazy. Luckily, this very famous walk, it's also one of the easier ones. If you are familiar with orienteering and you're good with maps, there are far more walks to be doing here. However, we don't want to get lost and end up on the front page of a newspaper, so we've decided just to stick to the easy route on the map.
The travel beans go missing, starting now.
God. Look at how cool this is! All of these little mounds everywhere. Oh, I think if I came here as a kid, I would have been even more excited than I am now. Just all these little ravines and little things to get into. Something that I am really appreciating at the moment is how little money we are spending coming to all of these beautiful places.
So for example, when we stayed at Island Hall, this was only £29 per night for our own private room, and you have access to all these walks which are free.
And because you have the self-catering facilities, you don't even have to spend money at restaurants or pubs or anything if you don't want to. When you go go on holiday to a city, you end up spending a lot just being there. Just breathing is expensive in some cities. But in the countryside, you have all this free nature and free things to go and see and do.
Also, you know, if you stay at the YHA, you're supporting a local charity and helping people to come and see amazing things like this. So if you come to England, please think about staying with the YHA. We don't know everything here at the Travel Beans, and we don't claim to, so stop acting like we do. And I have a question for you guys at home. So these walls, we've all seen walls, but these type of walls are all over the UK and they seem very iconic for the countryside, and it got us thinking, we've never seen them anywhere else. Are you harbouring said walls? Where are you from? Are you harbouring said walls? What other countries do you have these walls?
Or other weird looking walls, traditional looking walls.
Share your walls with us. Come on, this video is going to be wall based.
Close your eyes, get some rest. I'm by your side.
We have just arrived at Holland's Cross, which is about the halfway point to Mam Tor. I think we can see the peak over in the distance over there. From this point, it looks like there's about 5 or 6 walking routes surrounding it, so you can go off in about you can go off in about 5 or 6 different directions, depending where you want to go. Always exaggerating. However, we are here to see Mam Tor, so we are going to be going this way.
The world could fall down, it's gonna be okay. The sun could go out, we're gonna be okay. If all the blue skies fade to grey, we're gonna be okay.
We made it to the top of Mam Tor, and I can completely understand why this is voted the best walk in the UK. The views are phenomenal. It's like 360 nature in every direction. I feel so satisfied after leaving our hostel and walking the whole way up here to the peak. There is a much shorter walk. There's a car park actually maybe only about a 10-15 minute walk from the peak, so if you want to do a shorter version, that is definitely possible, but I'm so glad that we took the long route.
It's over now, so don't despair.
We've just seen some motorbikes drive past us down these roads, and it really takes us back to our time when we used to hire bikes in Asia. This would be an epic place to drive a bike.
So in Asia, mopeds are such a casual thing you can get, but in England, mopeds have a pretty bad connotation. They're usually associated with young people because you can get them when you're 16 before you learn to drive at 17, and usually the people drive like idiots.
Sorry for any moped drivers out there watching.
No, but I would love to have a moped and drive around England. These roads are epic.
Just imagine if you're on a bike with the wind in your hair and the bugs in your teeth.
We have delicious bugs in England. Come and taste them, everyone. It's very traditional that we just go scavenging here and we just start picking up anyone. I'm not going to show you because I'm not so hungry at the moment, but be assured when you come here, make sure you eat bugs. After a long walk, there is absolutely nothing better, for sure, in the UK than grabbing yourself a cider and nothing else. I don't want to hear anything of it, beer fans. But we found a little pub here in Edale called the Rambler Inn and a beer garden. We are in the beer garden. In the summer, these beer gardens are bustling. Right now, it's not peak season. There is actually no one really around. Just a few remnants of people having a couple of casual drinks. Me and Emma are going to enjoy our hard-earned cider before one last little walk to go and find a viewpoint. It is killing me how much I want to fly the drone over these vistas, but I did my research and it is illegal to do so. And I'm not in the illegal business. Also, it's to protect the birds that are nesting, especially at this time, and it's spring season, so I don't want to be someone to disturb the natural wildlife. So I will unfortunately leave it up to you to imagine that the camera is moving and panning, and it's very beautiful.
Thank you for joining us to experience Britain's best walk. I hope you liked it as much as we did. If you liked it as much as we did, give it a big fat thumbs up.
And let us know in the comments, where is your favourite British walk? Or, if you're not from the UK and haven't been, where's your favourite walk?
Make sure you hit the subscribe button and notification bell for future bean content.
And finally, like ripping off a band-aid, beans out!